what authority, who has what authority where. I think it is sort of the implicated argument.
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably would have been wise in the writing of the Constitution for it to include, you know, the San Andreas State Constitution would probably have been a better title.
Yeah, I think the San Andreas Constitution would have made more sense, but
Yeah. Um, but the intent of the Constitution very clearly was meant to encompass more than just things within city limits.
I mean, there are a lot of implications in our Constitution too. I've been told that while uh like qualified immunity isn't listed verbatim on paper, it's sort of implied, just like a lot of the amendments that we have, a lot of them aren't written down verbatim, but they are implied. So it'll be interesting to see sort of the interpretation from the legal side. Do you see this getting bad? Do you see this getting like dangerous?
I don't know. I've heard of cities in my life, having charters. I've never heard of I don't think most cities establish a constitution. That's usually the states and like the federal, like states have constitutions, and like obviously there's like the federal government has a constitution. But I would be very surprised if a judge ruled that the Los Santos Constitution only applies within the jurisdictions of the city limits of Los Santos, and that Los Santos in this case was meant to mean the entirety of the island. And the Constitution probably should be amended to say San Andreas or include San Andreas in it.
Here's an easy fix. What if we just rebrand the LSPD to the San Andreas Police Department?
That that wouldn't fix anything because
Well,
if the Constitution still only applies within the city limits of Los Santos, then no matter what you name your PD, it would still only be valid within
oh,
the city limits of Los Santos.
I agree with you. It won't change anything, but I think it would prove a point.
I forget what back in the day. What was the Constitution called? Like 5 years ago.
Uh, fuck, I don't remember.
I don't remember what like the title was.
Pilot, no one's forgetting that. It's called
Or you
roleplay.
make the argument
Sit
that
back
Los
and listen. You're
Santos
okay.
is the entire island. Because basically, if the Constitution wasn't meant to, or if it was only meant to mean within Los Santos, then 80% of the island is lawless and has no actual governing body,
Well, that's the point that I made before.
which is absurd.
Let me ask you a question. Off the record, there's no judgment from me. I don't give a shit what you say. But if it comes out true bearing that we are to only focus on our jurisdiction within city limits, would you be an officer still?
I don't. What would be the point of?
If you're
I mean,
if you're told that if you step a foot out of the city limits and somebody can be propped up on a hill with a sniper, and the moment you take a step out, you're in lawless land, would you want to be part of that? If every time you're in a chase and somebody fled north and you had to cut off as soon as you hit Bay Tree Canyon, would you want to be part of that?
I don't think any officer would enjoy that because people would just come into the city, commit crime, and then go north.
I think the other would happen. I think people would just leave the city tomorrow and they would just go start crime in Sandy Shores and in north of Polito and call it a day. I don't even think we'd see crime in the city limits. I just think people would completely leave it.
I think that people are freaking out too much over this argument because like Soze, who's very respected by a lot of people in the past and everything, is the one making it. I think if imagine if imagine if like fucking Dundee was making this argument, would people really give as much of a shit? I'd say he's being an idiot. I get he was a former trooper and all, like the head of the troopers and all that, but like it's the argument is I don't know. Like yeah, if you read just the text and didn't factor in the intent of anything with this, you can maybe come to that, but even then the results would be absurd that for all the time we've been here, over 80% of the island should just not have anybody enforcing law.
Flop. I was here first. I need to talk to you. Wait, dork.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Over here.
What's up?
I have a question regarding the laundromat robbery.
What's up?
Well, I was going to take his DNA. However, I mistook the charges as they were not violent felonies, but the kidnapping one it is, correct?
Robbery is also considered a violent felony as well.
Is that right?
Mhm.
I didn't take the DNA.
Okay.
I always assume that violent felony are like shooting scenes.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. The way that violent felonies are written, it's very weird because I didn't think that robbery would constitute violent felony. But, you know. So, what was the guy's name?
Action caption. What a stupid name.
Yeah, he's got a little silly name. I would make a note in his profile that DNA needs to be taken next time he's apprehended and arrested. He's gonna do it again.
Understood.
I appreciate you telling me. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'll make a senior report and just let it, you know.
Yes, I need to know exactly because I only heard that violent felonies are shooting scenes, but I could have misinterpreted it.
Kidnapping, unlawful imprisonment, anything that is violent against another person with intent for violence. For example, if you don't give me what I want, I will kill this hostage. Okay, well,
that's
now
right.
You've just made a violent threat, so.
Understood.
I hope that helps. I hope that clarifies.
It does.
Okay.
Now, what of my punishment?
I don't. Am I able to punish you?
You were the witness.
I am the witness, but how does punishment between departments work now?
You would have to tell someone.
Who's your direct superior?
I assume the undersheriff, because Cornwood is not here.
Do you guys have any?
Unless a senior deputy, which was Declan, or I have no one I report to currently that I know of. I assume Declan.
Okay. I will reach out to Declan and ask him. I'll make a senior report and try and tag him along and just kind of get him to. I don't know. I'll talk with the senior and get back to you on it. I won't let this stew.
Understood.
Give me 24 hours.
I should have asked you while I was in the cells.
No, you're good. You're fine. Listen, shit happens. Mistake happened. You acknowledge it and you came forward with it. Let me talk with your direct command and make sure that I'm following the steps properly, and then we'll go from there.
Understood.
All right. Awesome.
That is all. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. All good. Also, I'm going to say this real quick just because I fucking love you guys, but my God. Answer some of the questions. No, I don't watch Coil. In fact, if anyone knows me, you know that I don't watch any streams when I'm off the server. I don't give a...
Dork.
I don't give a flying fuck what the hell the case is or what's going on. When I'm off the server, I don't associate with roleplay. I keep a split in my life because this isn't my life. I have an actual life outside of this shit. In roleplay, we have this amazing thing where we learn things between characters and we talk about things and we have conflict. And while all of you have the answers because you watch all the perspectives, we as players don't. We characters don't have a fucking clue as to what is going on. Hey, give me 1 second. I'm cooking.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what people know. I don't give a fuck what the reason is for this. My character is going to approach this situation based on his knowledge. And then I'm going to get things wrong. And Loki's going to get things wrong. And Coyote's going to get things wrong. And Slacks and Lando and everyone's going to get things wrong. Because in the end, we are trying to figure this out together based on our character's knowledge. Is everybody understood? Are we good with that? Are we okay with that? Any questions about that? I think we're good. It's going to be good roleplay. All I ask is that you guys let it happen. All right.
Okay.
Where were we? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, are you concerned about this?
Am I concerned about it? I think I have every reason to be concerned for the same reason that I would assume you would maybe have some concern. Last time we had a hiccup in our government, it failed. And I think it to the degree of this, am I scared of it happening? No. Do I have the kind of the itch on the back of my head to say, hey, wouldn't be the first time a government failed in this island? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I think I do think that there is a little bit of maybe past tense trauma with everything that happened with Sanguine. But I think beyond that, that's about the extent of my concern.
I mean, I don't think Asoze's argument was in court.
I don't think it does either.
I think I told that to Soze too, because I was in the cells with him, and also before the whole thing happened at BCSO, I was part of a group of people that were talking to him in the MRPD parking lot, and I told him, I get what you're going for, but there's no way a judge is going to rule that the Constitution only applies to the city limits. It doesn't make sense.
I don't disagree with that sentiment. My
cities don't even have constitutions. They have charters.
Yes.
Which can only be established under a state constitution.
I get that. The question I ask is, do you think that there is an argument to be had from Soze's perspective at all?
I think that the way things are worded, you can make an argument based on like the most literal meaning of the words. Yeah. I think things could be worded better. I also am not 100% on Siobhan's argument of the.
Do you think Siobhan was
Article 2.
overstepping?
I think that those concerns of talking about people senior plus probably should have been brought up to people who were senior plus that weren't involved in whatever she heard and not blasted into the whole meeting.
Yeah, I think that was a little fucking stupid, if I'm honest. And I'm going to use that for verbatim. I think that sometimes not everyone needs to know because unfortunately what just happened there caused an alarm for everybody.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I know what she's talking about, but it's not my place to really talk about it. So.
Yeah, not your place. Fuck it.
Yes, it's really not. I'll
call stupid where I see stupid. I'm a stupid person.
I personally don't think that was the best way to go about a concern she had.
Well,
I think she
I just
took it more
asked.
personally because Obviously, this whole thing kind of involves the mayor's office and city council, which she's also a part of. So I don't know. Personally, I think that's not really a meeting thing, and that's more of a go-to. If you're concerned about, like if I had a concern about you, I would go to another senior or somebody above senior and talk to them about it. I wouldn't talk to someone who's the same rank as me, unless I guess they were there when whatever my concern was happen.
Hey,
Or,
what's up, Cheeks? Appreciate
I
you.
would talk to someone who's a higher rank than me that could actually deal with the problem, because blasting it in front of the meeting is not good and also leaves everybody with more questions, and they might try to figure out who
Well,
she's talking about, and a bunch of things will be spread.
that's why I asked my question, is because I know I look like an idiot asking it, but I'm like, yeah, hey, why is this even being brought up? And then she stirred around the question, and I said, okay, let me ask again. Why is this being brought up? And the only person that gave me an actual logical answer in that entire room, I'm looking at the guy. After you explain what happened, yeah, okay, it makes sense why this is being brought up. Why it's being brought up in the meeting? Oh, no. Personally.
I mean, the part I talked about, I think, could be brought up in the meeting, like of what happened with Soze. I explained that very briefly at the meeting yesterday when it happens, like when I at the shift 3 meeting. There weren't that many people there, but uh the whole part about the senior plus thing, like not agreeing or whatever, or stirring or whatever she was talking about, I I did not talk about any of that.
I mean, I'll be honest, respectfully, oof, I'm about
Like,
to
I might
get
be a dumbass, but I know where I am on the totem pole, all right?
listen, I'm also a dumbass, but I know where I stand too. Siobhan claims I'm about to get real hot take for a second. You ready?
Okay.
I'd love your opinion on this because I don't know if I shouldn't even be speaking to you about this. Just cut me off and let me know. She went up in front of the room and said that she's speaking on behalf of what's her rank? Her position
The
in
commissioner's office or something?
no in city council,
Oh, she's the chief of staff.
chief of staff. She went up in front of the room and spoke on behalf of chief of staff while in uniform,
Yeah, I noticed that too.
which means she is not representing chief of staff. She is representing the police department. How do I know that? Because I too, when wearing this uniform, represent the police department in the field. So
Yes, that is true.
not only do I think it was an overstep, but I think that the fact that she tried to use the cover up, that she's using her title as chief of staff as the cover up, is grossly misjudged.
Yeah, I think if she wanted to talk as the chief of staff, she probably should have not been signed in, and also been in, like, she should have been signed in as chief of staff, not an officer, and she should have been in civilian clothes.
I mean, I'll be blunt. There's a part of me that would love to bring that up to high command, but I don't know even how I would because high command is her husband.
No, well, no, he's the commissioner. There's other members of high command.
There are, but when it would come to that point, you know the commissioner is going to have a say in that.
I mean, he might agree with you, to be honest.
I mean, I would hope so, but
I wouldn't be that shocked if he's like, yeah. I would not be surprised if Max was like, yeah, if she's speaking as the chief of staff or for something city council related, she shouldn't be signed in as an officer and in a police uniform. I think I don't think that's not even
I don't think that's a misjudgment.
that's not a crazy thing. Yeah, that's
yeah.
not a crazy thing to say.
I think it's a hot take because of sort of the position she's in right now with everything going on, but very interesting, I think, selection of approach. And
Well, the thing is, she might not know that information, right? If she also wasn't deputized.
Didn't she say she was deputized?
No, I'm saying if she wasn't deputized, she might not know the information about like people senior plus like saying shit, right? You know what I mean? Like if she was just chief of staff and she wasn't an officer, she probably would not have been privy to what whoever she's talking about said. so it's like a weird situation, you know? I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
No, I do. I fully understand what you're saying. I would love to, let me see who's on duty. I would love to ask somebody about it, but I don't know if,
Probably Sky would have been your best bet.
yeah, Sky's off duty though, it looks like. Well, so,
Zone's just a deputy now, right?
Loki, I find it so interesting and so shocking, concerning, interesting. I don't know the right verbiage. That shift 3 meeting, the shift 3 meeting, is the meeting where we learn about all of the bad shit going on.
Yeah.
In a shift that most people don't even see the light of day for.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just to keep you guys up to date.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm all about, listen, I'm a firm believer in
Choose a war zone, man.
Listen, I'm a firm believer in a bridge between shifts so we are informed. I think that's great. I really do. I still find it interesting.
I mean, I'll be real. Most of the absurdly heinous and crazy shit happens to, you know, usually shift 2 and then sometimes maybe late in shift 1. But like, I feel like shift 3 meetings have always been like that, though. If like some really crazy shit happens in shift 2, it gets talked
Yeah.
about in shift 3.
No, definitely. I
It's
mean,
just-
Lucas already spoke up and told Siobhan, hey, you know, wrong shift.
Bro, in shift 2 the other day, I got chewed out because I was in MRPD and didn't respond to a cash exchange when I'd already responded to 5 or 6 previous ones in the same shift.
Welcome to my life. I've been dapped for doing that exact same thing.
I didn't even realize that it happened because I had
God,
been
Siobhan
to
is so good, dude.
3 cash exchange and a laundromat at least, maybe one more laundromat before that cash exchange, and I was like at MRPD just talking to someone and was getting yelled at because I wasn't going to the cash exchange. I wanted to be like, I wasn't gonna say, but I wanted to be like, man, I've been to fucking 5.
No. If someone ever chews you out after you go back to back to back to back, and somebody
It
says
was a pretty rough day though, but like I was like, oh my god.
Honestly, the best thing I can recommend, if a command member comes up to you and says you didn't respond to the cash exchange, but you're on duty, say, okay, rebuttal. I've been to 6 back-to-back calls involving robberies. I'm taking a fucking break. If you have a problem with me taking 5 minutes to breathe, then I will just go off duty every time I need a minute, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is. But it was just going to show that literally shift 2 is like, I have a hard time keeping track of everything that even goes on. But it was manhunts and terrorism to treason now. That's the new one. Oh, what's the next? What the fuck could possibly be next? We're already at treason. And we had prison break, harboring fugitives, live streamed murders.
You gonna be here for a little bit today? Or you that's up to you.
A little bit, probably not too long. Why, what's up?
I was gonna suggest if you wanted to ride together for a few.
Yeah, I'm down to ride for a little bit. I need a drink so bad.
I need something to eat and something to drink.
Is there any in the kitchen or no?
Let's go find out. I want to be clear, by the way. I don't know if I've expressed this, but I don't hold any grudge on any characters. I'm having a lot of fun with this RP. Not looking like it. Let's check in here.
Shit.
Hold on. Rage? Nope.
Gotta go to the buns.
Either go to the buns or we can drive all the way to Polito in some lawless land.
I'm down for either. I haven't been to the Polito one.
Do you have a car?
Yes.
Would you mind driving?
Polito?
Hmm. Nah, Diva's playing Siobhan so well. Flop, for context, Flop does not exactly respect Siobhan at all. I'm actually gonna grab a new repair kit. Give me a second. The whole thing that is so well executed is Siobhan plays this really interesting middle ground where one moment it's almost I would probably go on a limb and say she plays Siobhan almost to the degree of like bipolar a little bit. One minute the police department's great and shift 3 is her favorite shift. Next minute you flip a coin. Now she hates everything going on because her authority is being questioned. And it's so fun to watch, like the 180 flip, because one minute you think things are going well, and then the next second it's like, oh holy fuck, okay, that took a turn.
Oh my god, let's go. Let's just go in his car. Let's go.
What's going on?
Going to Polito. We're gonna go to the bistro.
I love that place up there. They're so
It's
awesome.
so good, right? Aren't they awesome? And all the employees get like 100% of the
I'm
the
giving you guys
cash and stuff.
keys because I might die on the way there from thirst.
You know, we could just go to like Senior Buns if it's gonna be that dangerous.
We were going to the
It's not
fucking
dangerous at
bistro.
all. We're going to Polito Bistro. Great place, and it's not dangerous. Senior Buns is dangerous.
People in the meeting were complaining. They're like, "Oh my god, all the way up in Polito though."
What
I said,
the fuck?
I said
It's worth
I would rather be blindfolded and told to walk on the highway all the way to Polito than ever have another day to spend in Senior Buns.
Agreed. Hard agree on that.
Same.
Speaking of Siobhan, oh man,
I mean, I think I'm a little bit biased, so I mean, I do live in Plato, so I'm so happy that we have a restaurant. And the first restaurant that's not in the Senior Buns Food Plaza is in Plato.
no, that's actually
Because they actually
commendable.
did the smart thing of working on a business model with farmers and food stall owners to actually do that. Like, why aren't more people doing innovation? I just don't know.
I'll tell you something else too. I spoke with Sonia, and one of the workers there suggested getting a delivery service to the PD, and Sonia stepped in and said, nope, I want them to come up and experience it. And I was like, Sonia, you got my full business. I don't care how it works. I don't care what you guys got going on to make this work. I said, but I will continue to support that. That's incredible.
So I am doing a contract direct with Funhouse Foods for shift 2 to provide 20 meals at the beginning of shift 2, and then I was thinking of doing another contract with Plato Bistro to provide like 20 meals to the PD, right? For shift 3.
I think that'd be great. I would talk with Sonia though, because she was pretty adamant about
I'll talk to her.
she wants
No, I
people.
want people to come up there. I don't like, but for it to be, we don't have to worry about the cash because it's like, think of it like a kind of like what the fuck is that shit that Americans have for their school cafeteria? Like school cafeteria credits sort of thing. Go and use the school cafeteria, like your Plato Bistro credits for the day.
Well, I actually suggested, so I don't know if this is why the $50 thing came up, like $50 off for police officers, but they wanted officers to come up and check out Polito, and I said, can I suggest something? And I told Sonia, I said, if you want me to, I'll tell everyone on the radio that, hey, come on up to the bistro up in Polito and meals are $50 off. Every officer would drop everything and make their way up. And the worker there suggested, you know, he would be willing to, because I guess the workers get all the profits.
The workers get all their profits. They're doing
Yeah.
their business model is based on a cooperative.
It's amazing.
It's super cool. It is amazing. I love what they've done.
I forget the guy's name.
Actually-
I think it's Nick, but he's like, yeah,
It's
no, $50. What was it?
I think it might be Nate.
Nate. Okay. Nate said, yeah, cool, $50 off. I got on radio, told everybody, and like 10 people dropped everything to come up here. and buy food. And I said, listen, recognition is like the biggest thing. So I do have to stop at the ATM for cash.
I got
Will you
cash.
cash?
Oh, do you?
I
Okay.
have cash. I got $1,300 on me.
Okay. I'll pay
Surely
you
no
back.
one will steal our cop car, right?
Surely
Not
not.
in Polito. Not in Polito.
The only
This is a
thing,
safe
the only
neighborhood.
thing we'll get is drug dealers, but honestly, we get that everywhere.
Drugs.
This business actually made me realize that I'm not a neoliberal. I'm a leftist.
You're not a what?
I'm not a neoliberal anymore.
That a
I'm a leftist.
that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's
It's a thing.
both. It's a thing. It's
Hmm.
both and neither.
Good, I guess.
Also, Radish, you look incredible.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, hi Uncle T.
Pink
Hi
Frost.
Brandon.
How
we
you
doing,
Hey,
Frost?
we're here to get food.
I got an outfit that, oh my god, I love.
We're here to get 4
Come to the line,
combos.
guys.
Four combos?
Please.
All right.
I think she's buying our
I gotta pay
food.
fucking rent. I'll be right back.
You guys want anything special on these sandwiches?
Here you
I
go,
got some-
Brandon. Slaps $1,200 cash.
Oh, shit. That's a lot of cash. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. I know there's supposed to be a $50 discount for officers, but consider that your tip.
Thank you so much. You guys want anything special on the sandwiches? Some like extra mustard, mayo, anything like that?
I'll do.
Can I get extra cheese?
Ooh,
Yeah, I
that's a
can
good
do
one.
Sorry.
Chase.
I'll do a little extra mayo, a little extra on top.
Extra mayo.
Can
What
I get
about the rest of it?
avocado?
I'll look in the fridge, see if I have
Avocado on a
Okay.
sandwich is so underrated.
It's very
take a little
good.
extra cheese
Avocado
on mine,
anything
too.
is good.
Mm-hmm.
Avocado is good.
Unfortunately, I don't have any avocado in my oven, Saban.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You
Fuck,
have
I
the
forgot
extra
I didn't
cheese,
order the
though.
fridge yet.
You have the extra cheese, though, right?
Let me see if I keep that in my microwave. Fuck. I do not have it in my microwave. You want me to check under the sink, maybe?
Yeah, maybe you have a cooler underneath there where you keep your cheese.
Yeah, maybe I do. Let me check. All right.
All right. A microwave? What? Oh man,
Second.
this is
Okay, Italian stallion.
green
can you
apple
figure
and
this shit
brie
out,
on
or what?
toast. Actually, green apple. Okay, I'm not a fan of brie cheese. I think brie it tastes like
All right? I'm sorry. You
a
didn't
different
deserve
texture
that.
butter.
You did not deserve that. Oh, I had my walk.
I think I'm really like speaking in hot takes, but I
Oh
really,
my.
I genuinely think that brie just tastes like butter.
See if,
You know, like
It's like biting into a stick of butter, and I
75%
don't know why it's so
restaurants
popular.
Close within their first year of opening.
I feel like brie with green apple is like a cool combo that no one knows about until you try it.
Yeah, I know Nick stocked this up. Okay, did anybody say mustard?
I want mustard.
Is Flops look inspired by militant freedom fighters?
Fluff, you want an extra mayo, right?
A little bit, yes, please.
All right.
Anybody else? Radish?
I just wanted extra cheese, but we can't, right? We don't have cheese.
You can. He found the extra cheese.
Yeah. I'll take it just a little extra cheese. Yeah.
Hold on, Radish, sit here. I need to show you my other uniform. Hold on, I have it at home. I just want Radish to see the outfit.
Hey yo.
Oh, there you are. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh my
nice. The
god,
thing's
I love
slick.
this. This is my like, I don't know. This is my like, I'm doing
You're
investigation
gonna be
work.
down with that SIB shit? You're gonna be down. You're gonna go work for Slacks a little bit.
Is Slacks running it? Who's running this? Because
Slacks, Maeve Riker, I heard.
okay, Coyote came to me and said he wants to see me in it, and I said I have full
Yeah,
interest
bro.
in it. I want to be part of this. What do I have to do to be part of this?
Oh, you got to talk to those guys. I'm not part of any of that. The unit that Jimmy Frost and I are doing, TRT Tactical, is different, completely different from SIB, which is like I said, Slacks, Mave, Riker. I don't know if there's a shift 3 person. Honestly don't know their
Probably not.
leadership.
I tried to talk to Slacks today, and he went 42 early, so I didn't get a chance to. But
yeah, one of those folks. I would talk
Okay.
to Slacks probably.
I gotcha. But yeah,
Also,
yeah, what's up?
Real quick, this just came up. The whole reason I was dressed like this and we were up here is because I'm trying to come up with a security plan for the mayor's house, because they might have the city council meeting there tomorrow now instead. Do you care if we have somebody on your house?
I have so many housemates that would be startled by that. I don't know. If there's a way to avoid it, I would appreciate it. But
we can avoid it. Yeah.
I personally wouldn't have a problem with it. It's the other 7 people that live in the house that may be like, "Who the fuck are you and why are you here?" and cause a ruckus.
Fair. Other 7. Yeah, I didn't know there was 7 people living there. So
yeah, no. Interesting though. I didn't realize that there was the meeting was actually happening up over here.
Well, I didn't know either until tonight, until the meeting. So.
Jesus.
Because I had a whole action plan written out, or a whole security plan written out for City Hall. So.
Very interesting. So, what was the article for impeachment going? Like, what was like?
Corruption in relation to that shooting on the city council.
Why is he not being charged? Or is he?
He may be. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna announce that at the same time. I don't know.
I gotcha. Is Siobhan inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Flop is gonna deflect that like fucking no tomorrow.
Siobhan, did you tell Goma we're having threesomes?
I did not tell Gomer we're having threesomes. What the fuck? How did that happen?
Because he
had sex?
No, I didn't.
No.
But Goma said
It
that
was a
this was
one-time thing. That didn't happen. That I just said.
just making sure.
Because Jessie thinks her mom is gay. This is so
Oh
confusing.
my
I'm getting
god! Why? Jesus Christ!
Thank you for this officer. She has.
Hey,
Why would you
Thank
Thank
say
you
that?
so
Thank you.
much.
Guys
You
have a
guys
good
are
night.
amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
very
you
much.
too, Flop. Have a
what
great
to
day,
say.
man.
Okay, don't tell people we're having threesomes, please.
That was just a joke. I was trying to fuck
Yeah,
with
but
her.
I
And
haven't
now
fucking
everybody
seen
thinks
Goma
that,
like
because I didn't
haven't seen
realize
him in, like,
17
4
people
months.
were
Oh my God,
listening to this
Peppo,
conversation.
holy
And then I'm
shit,
like,
thank
you
you for
know,
the
I'm
raid.
like, oh yeah, me and Siobhan, we're good now. And he's like, you're having
I love
threesomes
you.
with them. I'm like, what the
You're
fuck does that
amazing. What's
mean? And
going
he
on?
goes,
How you
He goes,
doing?
that's what they do.
This really
That's
isn't
what
my
they
business.
do.
I kinda
What do you
clicked
think
in.
That's what you.
I just really wanted
That's what Goma said
my
you
extra
do.
mayo sandwich.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on, I got this. Excuse me, Siobhan. I hate to interrupt this fight.
just sleep on
I
the
was just a
couch
little hungry.
sometimes.
I'll let you
You
go
need
back to your
food.
fight. Yeah. I'll let you go back to your like killing each other thing. But I just, you know.
Here you go.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
What the? Hello?
Okay. All right.
Oh,
What?
Walker O'Brien?
I don't know if these
Wait,
are
you're
both
not
for me.
about to
Here you go.
shoot me, are you?
Yo, Peppo, thank you for the ring. Coral, thank you so much for the gift of stuff to Peppo. Peppo, welcome. Coral, thank you. How you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Have a great stream. Thank you, buddy. I love you. You guys are incredible. Thank you for all of the support. You guys are amazing. Huh?
Okay. That was just really. Listen, I can explain what
I
you
don't-
just heard.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
Listen, I can
I think it's
explain.
time to dip.
Let's leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen,
It's time to dip.
okay, it's time to go.
I'll be honest with you.
Hey, Siobhan,
I don't think I need a defense, I just-
I was supposed to have in the glove box, please.
Yes.
Thank
Did you happen to get drinks as
There's
well?
no cops here
I'm
anymore.
sorry.
Yes, I did.
There's no cops.
Double raids? Wait, what happened? There was a double. Wait, did I miss another raid? Timeout. What? I don't know. How you all doing today? The new state of Soze? The state of Soze. I am so excited
There's a
for
drink
what's
in the
to
glove
come.
box spot.
Okay, there's a drink in the glove box.
Thank you.
There's
Wait, hold on.
there's snackies in the glove box. Did everybody get a sandwich?
Yes.
Yes,
I did not.
Flop. Take that
You did
drink
not
in the
get a
glove box.
sandwich.
It's,
I did
it's gonna
not.
go bad first.
Sandwich
Okay.
is in the glove box.
Oh man, what do you guys think about everything
I'm about to
happening
go
with
to sleep, so I don't
Soze?
need
You
that.
guys
I just need
excited?
the sandwich because that I never
Tell
tried.
you what, we're having a very interesting car ride right now. Back to the city, but yeah. It's been an interesting ride. I don't know. Do you guys think it's I think there's gonna be a
headed back to
damn
MRPD.
war.
Yeah.
Awesome. I gotta call it a night, unfortunately.
I think we're in for some extreme fuckery. It's gonna be very
Yeah, I'm
extreme
getting
fuckery.
pretty tired.
Okay, but now that I realize it was you, can you just tell everybody about what my bullets did that day in the prison with Slacks? Because I need other people to know it
So
happened.
funny that nobody knows
Yeah, I
that
need
shit
to know I
6 months
wasn't
ago.
crazy.
It'll be interesting to see
But
if they
actually,
want to see the
no.
roleplay
Yeah,
happen.
but I didn't just shoot somebody. I prevented
It's
them from
either
robbing
it's either a
Slacks.
direct doom spiral
Yeah.
or the
Take
judges are
shots when
gonna
it
turn it
matters.
down, which
You
is
know what I'm saying?
impossible.
A bunch of
Anybody can shoot
prisoners.
someone.
But
We're trying
You
to
could
rob
just
Slacks
shoot
after they
people in
wrenched him.
prison.
what
can't
could
you?
possibly go wrong?
No, it's not a
Well, I'll
lawless
tell you
town
what,
anymore.
Flop's gonna be wearing denim sooner than
but
we
they don't-
think.
Really have that many rights, do they?
Holy shit.
Spent the last 15 minutes
But
getting
do
him new
they?
emotes. Oh no.
They are treated.
By the way, if you guys don't
with
follow
more
Coyote
aggression
and or
than your
Peppo,
average
you need to go
95
follow
inside
Peppo.
the prison walls, especially
I don't
if they're
care
not
who you are,
complying.
you gotta go follow Peppo.
But you can't just indiscriminately
Oh my God,
walk in there and start,
Seraph.
blasting people.
Seraph,
Even if
you
they're
didn't
being
hear
a
that.
little
You didn't fucking
testy
hear
or,
that.
Trying you can't until there's a threat. It's just
They're
like
testing
out
my
on the street,
gangster?
right? Yeah, but you know how out on the street, somebody might do the get in your face, maybe even give you a shove, do some stupid shit, right? The second a prisoner swings at you and you're inside the prison walls and you are also probably armed, then they know.
Thank you for the
that's
shout out.
about
Make
to
sure you guys
happen.
go follow
Probably
Peppo.
getting
He's
shot.
incredible.
It's just it's
Coyote
more
is
aggressive.
amazing.
The escalation of force is more aggressive, I would say.
Mhm. But they still have rights, but things are it's just
100%.
escalated harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Also,
you
I'm
can't just, like,
heartbroken
mad-
because I love Lando, but man, I wish Stelio had his chance as a mayor. I think he would have been an amazing mayor.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Stelio's still around on
Yeah, you
Lando
can't, like,
though.
execute them. Unless a judge signed off on that.
True.
That's a little more organized usually. It's
What's
like,
everybody
It
up to
is.
today?
hey,
What's
get up
going
on?
on?
The catwalk and let loose. Yeah, that motherfucker right there.
Oh,
Yeah, who
man.
would do that?
This is
Coyote has the
civilized
series
country.
written for
Put 'em against the
investigations. His
wall first,
spreadsheets and
alright?
diagrams are amazing.
Oh my
I am so excited. I want to be involved in this
That's-
investigation stuff.
Is that? I mean, that's. Jesus Christ, that's fucking dark. That's actually so dark to say.
Stelio, Sag, Lando, Smile. Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew I recognized the
Just
voice.
put him against the wall first, more civilized.
Playing
like
Destiny,
you
how's
did,
the new
though? Like, I
DLC? Is
started
it good?
wondering.
Look, my
Oh, can we stop by Base City? Bank?
Graham is by far like one of the ones for me.
It's a happy place.
I guess.
Cool.
It is a happy place. I get to grab my paycheck today. It's Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna go get our paychecks.
You're gonna be
Thank
rich,
God
Flop.
it's
Am I gonna be
Friday night,
rich?
and I
Yeah.
just
I don't know if I am.
campaign.
Oh man, I can't wait to talk about
You'll
so
be
much
eating
stuff.
pretty good.
It's pretty cool. Is it true that this is the final DLC and they're finally closing out the series for Destiny? Or at least for Destiny 2. All right.
Of course, it's raining.
It's got to be, right? I need Destiny 3 now.
Ooh.
Hello. Thank
What
you
is this
so much.
Peter Francis Tracy
Ooh.
advertising up in here. What is this?
Ooh.
That invasive legal advertising.
Ooh, okay. All right. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
How was everybody's checks?
Mine was only for like an hour because I
Hmm.
picked mine up earlier. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Very good.
That's good.
I didn't pick mine up today. It wouldn't be big enough to make me feel good about myself.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Flop's poor. He didn't get a lot out of his paycheck. He got 12
You're a
grand.
stacker.
At least like 2 or 3 days. Going every
Yeah.
day is kind of like, eh.
I do it once a week because I like to predict what it's gonna look like. I missed the dollar amount.
Are you close to your prediction?
121,000. Yeah, not really.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
No.
What do you know? Like, so Gauntlet is like the go-to choice of the idiots.
One of them,
criminals,
yeah.
right? One of them.
Either the
What's-
Lampadati or the
What's the
Raiden
most
or that.
expensive but really good one too? Do you
The
know?
fucking what's the name of that fucking car?
I mean, the 10F's pretty good. The Vaca.
The Vaca, yeah. That car's fucking crazy.
How expensive is it?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna say it's in the 300s. Could be wrong. Could be even more.
Okay.
It's not. It's not
So
like.
I guess Siobhan got a
there's
good
more
check.
expensive cars than that, and somehow it's still really fast.
It's so fast.
Yeah.
It accelerates like crazy.
Okay, are these like really good cars for the price, or are there ones that do handle exponentially better but are incredibly expensive?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna step out for a couple. Loki, are you
Okay.
sticking around or what's up?
I'm gonna chill for a bit. I don't know.
Okay.
I might go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep.
No, you're good. All good if you do. I'll talk to you soon. What's up, Chewy?
All right, I'm headed out.
Hey, Radich, have a good night. Appreciate you, my man. All right, now that we have a minute of downtime, if you guys are coming over from Peppo, thank you so much. I appreciate your support tremendously. Hope you're all doing great. If you're new, happen to be enjoying your stay, hit the follow button. Love to see you come back. So a little bit of TLDR for Flop. Flop has been a very discouraged character, like beyond discouraged character. He's been disappointed. A bullet. Ooh. A lot. I'm surprised Flop hasn't been promoted to sergeant yet. You know what's funny? There were feelers out to get Flop promoted, and he turned down the offer. Flop literally told his command, I don't want to be a sergeant. So, yeah, Flop turned it down and pretty much was just like, no, I don't want it. Ready to go for work? Good morning, Turtle. How you doing? All right. So let's talk about Flop a little bit. Let's talk about this character, which, oh my God, this lighting. Ooh. Ooh. Get me out of range of the... I need to be out of... Damn. Flop, you look good. This playlist, I try and play some bangers. So yeah, let's talk for a minute. Let's take a minute. So, to anybody who doesn't know Flop as a character, Flop is prioritizing mainly on wanting to bring wildlife conservation and the rangers back to the PD to some capacity. Yet every step of the way has been completely discouraged and discredited by most of the people in the PD. And he feels very like kind of neglected and ignored in a lot of ways, and feels like his self-worth is not there at all, and feels like people just don't give a shit about him. One of the very, 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 very few officers who have given Flop light of encouragement to find avenues that are passionate for him is Coyote, with everything going on with the detectives. And some backstory, Flop used to be part of the SCU, which was the detective unit in 3.0, and there's a lot of context clues that would rely on him wanting to get back into the detective unit. Based on the current structure of the PD and where his views and visions are and his passions are, it'll be very interesting. But I think Flop has a really good mind as from a character stance. Plus, I also love Detective RP in general. It's the reason I like Detective RP is because it's all like questioning, talking to people. There's so much character interaction that comes with Detective RP that you just don't get when you're ping chasing. And I love that. Each investigation is unique and different to its own capacity, and that's what I love about it. So, I think the idea, the reason Flop wanted to talk to Slacks today was to bring up the idea of the detective stuff with him and see if Slacks could give some mind to it. But yeah. Gonna be very very interesting, I think, for the character. I think overall Flop has enjoyed and has been most passionate about the PD around the people that he meshes with. And also, today's the first day I've seen Lando. I love Lando. Holy shit. Flop came in clutch for the subpoenas for the city council shooting. You know what's funny? Flop didn't get credit for that. And I kind of like the idea of the character not receiving credit and is kind of just like a hidden shadow of just knowledge. But we're gonna VIP up Peppo. I need to clear some VIP slots. But yeah, just thought I'd take a minute to kind of explain everything going on. Flop also doesn't have a lot of respect for Siobhan. He doesn't hate Siobhan. He just doesn't respect for Siobhan. Flop thinks that Siobhan is like a giant power trip and oversteps every step of the way. So very interesting. Flop doesn't trust the government at all. I'm surprised Flop isn't more curious about what Coyote's doing with the Solomon investigation. I think Flop does care, but time and place. But we love Diva. Oh, Diva's amazing. She's incredible. We still remember the investigation comment. Oh my God. Woo! Hold on. Let me cook. Back to the roof. The Peppo viewers are going to learn. Anyone who's hanging out, you get to learn the meta. Also, I would love my Spotify if it were to work. Okay, there we go. So Flop was investigating an attempted murder involving a member of a potential gang of what appeared to be a blooding out. And when the quota system came in, the quota system was about traffic stops, was about like laundromat robberies, right? The whole quota system. And Flop asked a question to Siobhan and said, hey, you know, I see nothing noted here about attempted first-degree murder. I've been continuing to work on an investigation and a case, and I'm dedicating more time on that than I am to general patrol, as I believe the individual who was injured and or hurt and or killed, or potentially could have been killed, is more important than a traffic stop or a laundromat robbery. And I would argue, and again, I'm talking based on Flop's perspective. Flop pretty much was saying that, you know, my argument is I'm going to be spending more time on that, not in the streets. You know, the quota system doesn't encourage that behavior, though. What does that mean for me? Siobhan looked at Flop and said, you've been working on the investigation for 3 weeks? And Flop said yes. And she said, it sounds like you spent too much time working on investigations. That moment was the exact moment Flop lost all credibility for Siobhan. So Flop doesn't exactly give a shit about Siobhan. Ay. So, yeah, Flop put his foot down in the meeting room. She said that in front of everybody. So Flop very much is just on the mindset of, yeah, don't really care. I'm here for the individual. I'm not here to get your coins back, your quarters back from a laundromat. So yeah, Flop has very exclusively laid his ground on trying to bring back what matters, and that's the individual. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So to give you some context clues to how Flop feels about Siobhan, he's very... The fact that Siobhan disregarded a man's life for traffic stops and laundromat robberies, Flop lost all credibility and respect. Flop will still be nice, and Siobhan will never know. Flop will never express his true feelings to Siobhan. But behind the scenes, Flop has a very strong agenda on, sticking true to him. So anyway, I think that kind of catches us up to speed. If you guys are hanging out, I appreciate you. And I hope you're doing amazing. And I hope you're doing good. Hi, Pox. We're not going to talk shit. Flop may hate Siobhan, but I love Diva. She's incredible. And I love the character. She became a cop based by proxy, pretty much. No, definitely Root. It's been fun. It's been good. All right. Let's get out of this uniform. Although I will admit, can we admit this is such a goddamn good look? This is a good fucking look. Ugh. If you hate the character of Siobhan, then the streamer's doing amazing. Yeah, I think people forget that. I think people forget. Okay, there's a couple things very important to remember about roleplay. If you hate a character, it's because the streamer probably intended for it, number one. And number two, I think some people forget that some people play their characters flawed on purpose. Flop included. I play flaws in my I highlight the flaws of Flop more than I highlight the qualities of Flop.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think people forget that and assume like, oh, Chris is just an idiot for not knowing this. No, I'm an idiot at times, but really the reality is I will purposely play into Flop's weaknesses because I think that that's more enjoyable than anything.
Did I just give you some fries there?
Yeah, you did. You want those back?
No. I was going to give you.
Like Ruth, I loved Ruth. God, I loved Ruth, and I also loved God, I miss Turner as well. I didn't know Ruth like I knew Turner in character. I had like maybe 2 run-ins with Ruth, but overall from like all angles, Turner, oh man. Too many weirdos watch NoPixel and be toxic in chats. Yeah, I think that's the one thing I enjoy the most though as a role player and as a streamer on this server. I don't give a fuck who it is or who you are, dog. If you're here to have a good time and create story and people are gonna be negative about you, go be negative in a place that'll actually accept that bullshit. It won't. I have made a promise to myself that I'd rather look like a fucking moron calling people out in chat, talking shit about people, if the result of it is that, number one, you won't do it again in here, and number two, it lays down my foundation that I don't tolerate any of that bullshit. I, not for a fucking second, tolerate the bullshit of negativity from anyone else. If bullshit's gonna be spewing and bullshit's gonna be brewing, it's not gonna come from my community. And if it does, those people will be removed. I really don't give a shit. So. You all talk shit about Slacks, though. You know what's crazy about Slacks? He's such a punching bag. People go to him and they use him as a punching bag. That man is so goddamn good.
Straight 23 to latest 38 on Elgin, Spanish.
He's good at being a punching bag. Yeah. He's so patient, it's inspirational. There's no person who is more humble than Sab. When I was in Austin and we had dinner, what a humble, just, the dude is just, he's as nice as you could ever imagine. He is a humble fucking guy. Sab and his mods tank for the whole PD. Oh, it's great. I'm not sure how Sab does it. He's good at it.